last 9 years, I've been working on business climate reforms. In fact, that is why I got this job, ease of doing business. Over 200 verifiable reforms implemented by or verified by the World Bank. Nigerian businesses have learned to trust that gradually ease of people, processes, and to a lesser extent infrastructure, the PEBEC has delivered on that mandate. So now it's time to take it further, move it to investment promotion, move it to exports of services, because it needs less infrastructure, so it's a quicker win for Nigeria.
How can you essentially clean up the business environment? How can you change the culture within this?
There's no shortcut. It's the people issues, the processes, and infrastructure. We need to start making sure there's more transparency and efficiency, and we've been doing that work for 9 years. There's just no shortcut. We continue to make it a progressively easier place to start and grow a business.
See, one of the things I always find extraordinary about Africa, besides just the excitement of the place, but aviation is a good example of how dreadful it can be. How you have to almost go via the Gulf or Europe to get from one side of Africa to the other, simply because the deregulation hasn't happened within the continent.
So, for instance, our Minister of Aviation has put in impressive reforms. So part of why you have that lack of connectivity is, for instance, Nigeria was a signatory to the Cape Town Convention, but we hadn't done the procedural rules at the Federal High Court. So that has been done last year. And so now more aviation sector is paying attention, investment, cheaper planes for lease, and those are the things that bring costs down. Those are the things that open up new routes and connectivity. So it's services, services, services. Nigeria's GDP mix is skewed towards services and growing.
You've been described as the next Ngozi. Of course, who was standing where you were only last night and is a dear friend of this programme. And I interviewed her when she was finance minister. So it's quite a compliment that people are regarding you as being somebody who can make that much of a contribution.
Yes. Christine Lagarde just called me one of Ngozi's girls, and I take it as a huge compliment. I just told Madam DG that as well. It's about excellence, it's about impact, it's about being good at what you do and being committed to your role to deliver for over 200 million Nigerian people.
It's about choosing a colour.
Red. Actually, green.
That was a quick change of mind.
Yes.
All right. The next 4 years in one word. You can jump on somebody else's. You can choose your own. Digital.
I'm telling the world, Nigeria is open for business. We're digital. 5 out of 9 unicorns in Africa are Nigerian. Nigerian talent, our youth, incredible.
Power.
Don't miss the wave. Working on it. But we are resourceful. We are resilient. We are agile. In spite of deficiency in power, look at our economy.